Like, I really feel like talking today, so I'm going to talk to y'all about situations in my life. You know, I try to be realistic, but at the same time, I can't help it if the shit is funny. I have really lived a crazy life. When I say I have lived a crazy life, my dad, he had diabetes, and he still has it. And his sugar used to get so low that when his sugar would get low, I'm going to take y'all through it. Because I don't know if y'all know any diabetics. I don't know if other people do this, but this is my story. And I need some help understanding this because at my big age, at 35, I still don't understand what was going on. So when my dad would have a sugar fit, he would start sweating. And I mean, he would be sweating like he jumped out of a pool. The sweat would be coming down his head. And then out of nowhere, he'll start clapping his hands. He'll start just clapping his hands out of nowhere. And so every time that he would do that, I would know, I'll be thinking, oh shit. And I could be like 8, 9 years old, and in the back of my head, I would be thinking, oh shit. And so I could think of numerous of times that he has done this with these sugar fits. And that's what they call them. You know, they call them sugar fits. And his sugar would get so low. I remember one time, my mom and my dad had broken up. And we had came to my dad's house, me and my sister. And we was in the living room laying down, and he was in his room. And I heard him. He started clapping his hands. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And me and my sister is laying down. I heard him go. And it woke me up. Because every time I heard him clap his hands, I'd be like, oh, shit. Here he go with that bullshit again. And so he started clapping his hands. And I heard him when he came out the door. He slung the bedroom door open. And I played dead. You know, I just played sleep. Like, fuck that. I don't want to deal with all that. Because I was scared of him. And so when he went back in the room and I heard him coming down, I woke my sister up. I was like, hey, man, we got to go. I was like, we got to get up out of here. He having a sugar fit. And so I got her up. She was all small and young and little, and she was rubbing her eyes. But she understood that when he having a sugar fit, we need to go. Maybe I was 11, maybe. And if I was 11, she had to be like 9. We got up. Maybe I was 11. I'm not really sure. We got up. We got our stuff. We shut the door. I shut the door real slowly. I ran in his car, and me and my sister sat in his trunk. And so as we were sitting in the trunk, I was like, we're going to sit in here until he come out. He going to come out looking for us, but we're going to sit in this trunk. And so we sat in the trunk or whatever. I seen him. I poked my head out. I said, I see him. He looking for us. He shut the door. And so I was like, dang, we still got to call 911 because we got to get him some help. He having a sugar fit. And so we go to the neighbor house. We knock on the door. We say, please help us. Please help us. We little kids now in the middle of the night. We like, please help us. Our daddy is having a sugar fit. And so the first people, they ain't really want to help. We go knock at somebody else's door, and they telling us about how this man is always having a sugar fit. It's a woman that comes and always has to call the ambulance, which is our mother. So I guess she been over there, sneaking over there to see daddy. And she ain't even supposed to be talking to him no more. But let me finish the story. So we call the ambulance, and we go back and we sit in the car. Once we see the lights coming and stuff like that, we feel so safe. We jump out the back of the car and we tell them, we call. It's our dad. He's in there having a sugar fit. He's in there going crazy. Man, when they get in there, he is laid up against the wall. He got slob coming down his mouth. His sugar is low. His head is slumped like this. It's like it scarred me. When I hear people say that they are diabetic, all I be thinking about is, do they have sugar fits? So I'm just sharing this video. If you somebody who have a parent or have a family member that has went through this and they like turn into a different person, comment below and let me know, because I don't understand still. And I just want to know, did y'all ever experience anything like this? Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more, because I got so many stories.